Hey everybody, it's Pandy and I'm playing World of Tanks. Now this video is dedicated to the Hotchkiss, or the 38 Hotel 375, or what I like to call the Mini Moss. Now during this round you will witness me gather up a total of 8 kills against some tier 2s and tier 1s. And later in the week you guys will most likely see my Father's Day ×5 experience video done. I can already feel the question coming, Pandy, why do you use tier 2 tanks for your doubles? Well, first, when you talk about tier 2 tanks in relations to all the tanks in World of Tanks, they are the most balanced tanks in the game. They have all similar hit points, similar armor, well, differences, but very similar armor, very similar guns. Now, this gun on the Hotchkiss, or the Mini Moss, is average in comparison to all the other guns out there. The promising thing about this gun is it does penetrate on average up to 41mm of armor. That's good for a premium tank. Most premium tanks, when you think of premium tanks, minus the low, they perform poorly against tanks that are equal to their class. With this gun, you can penetrate about everything that is a tier 2 tank, especially in this battle right here where there's no tank destroyers, no artillery, no tier 3 tanks. The Mini Moss itself has the best armor in comparison to all the tier 2s out there. It has, I believe, 45 or 40mm of armor, I don't remember which, all around, including the turret, which is great, especially when you're going up against those flat guns from the Panzer IIs. They just can't do it. I remember one game I was going up against a whole team that had flat guns, and I got top gun because I got hit close to like 150 times. So when it comes to the armor, it can't be beat. That's why I call it the Mini Moss. It just takes a bunch of hits and it's a done deal. Just to give you an idea, with the gun on this Mini Moss, I can't even damage myself. I have to reserve gold rounds for the other Hotchkisses that I go up against. Like I said, it does have the best armor, but you can get torn up by some T-26s or BT-2s. Now, those two tanks has this upgraded, their top gun, a 23mm ZIS-19 that manages average penetration of 58mm with an average damage of 40. Now, those Russian motherfuckers, like I said, can truly ruin your day, and they should be the primary threat against you if you're running one of these Mini Mosses. Now, if you manage to kill them without any issues, the other tier 2 tanks out there, even with their upgraded guns, on average only do a penetration of 40mm. And they perform poorly against you if they are at range. If they are more than 200 or 300 meters away, don't worry, they're gonna bounce. But if they get up and close and personal, they will do damage to you. They will hurt. One thing that I've ran into personally is a lot of people out there will shoot HE rounds at you. So if you buy this premium tank, invest a little bit of money or credits into it and get the liner. That will help against the flat guns also, since a lot of them, when they hit you, they will give a HE effect. I don't have an idea why. I thought they were all armor penetrated, but a lot of them will do a HE type effect, and having that liner provides the extra 15% against those guns where they already have a much lower penetration for HE rounds. Now, as you can see, I play a bit reserved, at the end here. I'm venturing out, which ends up being a mistake. But I end up venturing out after I manage to kill a good few of them. But a lot of times I will just sit in the base and I will sit on the camp because they will come. If you sit on the camp, they will come. And there's only been one game that I've actually had a draw, because I was down to like my last 10 hit points and the other team didn't want to come to me and I didn't want to go to them. We had similar ideas, but overall I've only had one bad round or draw round. I've had some bad rounds. A lot of times you get pulled up into tier 3 battles, but you tend to manage those fairly well. The tank doesn't really move. It doesn't go from A to B fairly quickly, so you gotta really plan out what you want to do. I play very reserved in this tank because if you sit on the camp, they will show up. I don't really have much else to say, so you know, I'm just recording this. I'm not watching the video. I'm not actually watching and recording at the same time. I'm just talking. So, if you guys liked this video, loved it, got 8 kills, go ahead and like the video. Please subscribe. I plan on putting more videos out there. I had to take a little break because of work and moving around and, you know, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So, hopefully you guys like it. Please watch the other videos I happen to have. Some of them are crap, I will admit. So, again, it was Pandy. And to everyone out there, good hunting.